Allman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
All right, coming up, Kennedy's going to be joining us. Chris Wallace on the way. Also going to talk about how crazy it is that we live in a country, the United States of America, where the only flag seemingly you can acceptably burn is the American flag. Try going out there and burning a Mexican flag on Cherokee Street today and see what happens to you. See how they react to that. Wayne Bell, how are you, brother?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. Thank you.
My coloring book friend.
Love coloring books. Let's color today.
What's your website?
Coloringbook.com.
Coloringbook.com. Wayne's a brave guy. He puts out all kinds of, well, first of all, you have all the fairies and all the other coloring books.
Princesses, ABCs, dinosaurs, all the fun stuff.
But the political stuff is what is fantastic. And you have the brand new Donald Trump coloring book, right?
That's right.
The Donald Trump as President of the United States coloring book.
That is correct. The President Donald J. Trump coloring and activity book.
Well, now you did the Ted Cruz one. You did all the other ones during the primaries that we had, and I love your Trump candidate one because you laid out all of his policies in the coloring book, and people would be surprised how fantastic coloring books are and how attractive they are to people. I mean, you sell these babies like hotcakes.
You know, it's really amazing. I'm going to tell you a very quick story about what's happening with these books. The Donald Trump coloring book, we talked to a lot of people around the country. And we figured out back in March, something's happening here. We talked to parents, so we made, the candidate Trump, and we did the other candidate as well. So we're pretty equitable. And we only published the winner, the Donald Trump president book. But what's been really amazing in the last 3 weeks is that we have a Ted Cruz to the Future coloring book that we published last year.
Right.
And the Ted Cruz to the Future coloring and activity book has outsold the Trump and the Hillary Clinton book, the candidate books, 40-1.
Wow.
We don't understand it yet. We're still researching, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy because now you did say, because we had you on TV a while back, you did have the President Hillary Clinton coloring book,
right? Oh, absolutely. Right? Sure. I mean, if Hillary Clinton had won, bam, it'd be out there everywhere. And so,
can people still buy it though online with your little disclaimer on it?
They do, because so many people called in and says, "I know if you had a Trump book ready to go, we published it within hours of the election,
right?
The results." They said, "I want the Clinton book. I know you have a few. Let me have them." And so we're like, no, it doesn't work that way. And then some people that called in said, look, we're staffers. I don't know who they were. They said they worked for the Clinton campaign. I'm like, fine, you can have a few of these books. And we published on the front cover, not elected Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Right.
Use it as a commemorative memento, a cultural piece. And it's amazing. People are buying. It's now on Amazon. I mean, it's everywhere. It's on coloringbook.com.
Did you bring a couple with you?
Oh, we've got several right here. They're for everybody today. And it's a beautiful book. It's a really nice book.
Yeah.
Had she won, it would be selling everywhere, but she lost, and that's the way it goes.
And it's great because then you could do a She Lost Again book after the recount. It'll be fantastic. I'll color in that book.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It is. Now, you also have, by the way, in case you're wondering about Wayne, though, he is hugely ecumenical in terms of the politics. Like, for instance, you did a book on ISIS, right? You did like a Muslim book too, right? That was like laid it out and talk about Islam and
that's right. Hey, we were accused. We did the 9/11 book. We shall never forget. Kids Book of Freedom. We do a lot of books on terrorism that are super accurate and factual. That's all they are. And people said, well, you're anti-Muslim. We're not anti-anything. We are publishers. That's what we do. We're a publishing company. So I get a call from Aga Khan's office. Aga Khan is the 49th hereditary imam of the Prophet Muhammad himself. He speaks Gujarati. He lives in a giant chateau outside Paris, France. Exactly. And so we published a book for them, tens of thousands. They paid for them in advance. And we shipped them to 36 mosques across North America. I mean, we're a publishing company,
right? I know, yeah. But you also though, and we got one more minute here, right, Katie Bailey? And then we'll take off, and you can come back and right before Kennedy, or just hang out for a little bit. But okay, you also did an ISIS book, right? And then you had some dudes trolling your offices, right?
Oh, without a doubt. ISIS is an absolutely factual, 100% accurate book. Amazon banned it, by the way, because there was a protest on it.
Right.
But we had people walking around our office in full Muslim garb or Muslim dress looking at me through the window. I know it was an intimidation thing, and that's all fine and dandy. You know, we're cool with that. But it's an actual factual book. Even CNN called and said, "Are you prophetic or something? What's going on here?"
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the things we said in the book came true.
Well, you also have a new Black Panther coloring book, right?
We do.
I have that one. That's awesome.
The Black Panther book is simply a book that tells about Black power.
Right.
It's factual. It's not it doesn't denigrate any race or
No.
any society. And so we're a publishing company. We have fun doing what we do. These
Yeah.
are all cultural event books.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hang on. Aside from that, you also have the books of dinosaurs and fairies.
Princesses. Everybody loves princesses.
Right on. Hey, Wayne Bell, hang on. Coloringbook.com.
.com.
We'll be back with Kennedy and Chris Wallace and more.